Today we're looking at the beloved community. I've talked a lot about the beloved community, what it is, and we are looking at how we as a community are experiencing transformation and inspiring people to make a positive difference in our world. The whole theme of today is about community. Jesus said, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I will be there in their midst. I will be there with them. And I've wondered why. Why is it important that 2 or 3 or more gather together? Again, in the book of Hebrews, it says, do not forsake the gathering together of yourselves, as is the custom of some. There's something important about gathering together. There's something important about connecting. We hear it also in Vedic scriptures, the importance of sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha is being with other people on the spiritual journey who help to encourage one another. The fact is, we are all relational. Now, if you're on the autism spectrum, sometimes that can be a little challenging, but still all of us are hardwired for relationship. All of us intersect with one another and are influenced by one another. If you do not think that you are in some way influenced by what is going on in the world or what people are doing or what is happening, I mean, you may be in such a sweet spot of samadhi. It is such a sweet spot of knowing oneness that you're not affected by it. And truly, I hope that if that's the case, become part of the Evolutionary Council and also become part of my personal entourage to help my spirit. Because I tend, like a magnet, to pick up the things that are in the atmosphere. Now, I do my spiritual work, I'm doing my inner work, and that's very important for me to do, so I don't just project it onto other people. But recently I asked how many people watch the news. Half the congregation raised their hand. That tells me that probably at least half, and maybe all of us, are affected when we watch the news. I notice I'm affected when I watch the news, but for me it's a call to prayer. For me, when I watch the news, I see things for which I need to pray. I see things that are affecting the field in which we are a larger community. In the same way, in this beloved community, those of you online are part of this beloved community. Those who are here in person, we have an effect upon each other. That reading that Reverend Margie read for us today from the Happiness Project talks about how your love, your smile, your abundance, what you have touches the world and is what the world is longing for. It had been prophesied years ago that Hawaii would show the way for people to learn how to do this. That Hawaii would show the way to live into aloha. That Hawaii would show the way of people really connecting and instead of being in judgment, see the highest and best in people. That's what aloha is about. Aloha. Ha is the breath, to share one breath, to share one divine essence. So when we touch foreheads, it's a way of knowing we are connected. We are all connected. So what happens to one affects us all. Have you ever been in a community where someone that is loved in that community has passed on? And you see how it affects the whole community? It's because we are all one. We are all intersected. That's why it hurts my heart when I've been in any spiritual community when someone is rejected for the way they look, for their sexual orientation, for their race, ethnicity, their primary language. What we are building here is the beloved community, meaning that each and every one of us makes a difference by how we show up. Each and every one of us contributes to this community. Whether you are online or in person, you affect this community. We are more because you are here is not just a tagline that I use, it's truth. We are more because of the love you bring. We are more because of the experience you bring. We are more because of the transformation you are engaging in. I hear many transformation stories from you. At times I ask people if they would be willing to come up and share their transformation story. Sometimes for various reasons that can be challenging for people. But just know there are a lot of lives being transformed in this beloved community. I remember talking to a person at a church, well, more than one, who has told me that this community and these teachings have saved my life. I'm like, oh? And they mean that literally, and they mean it in every sense of the word. That these teachings and this community has saved their life. We're not gathered here just to feel better, although typically people do feel better when they come. But we are here to experience transformation. And people are experiencing transformation. And by that I mean they may turn from a place of anxiety, a place from fear, and they turn to a place of meaning and purpose. They turn from a place of seeing themselves as not enough to a place of seeing that they are here as the gift of God, just as they are. When you show up authentically, you are demonstrating God because you are God's stuff. You are the presence of God out picturing as you. You are the life of God living as you. When you live authentically with your highest self, you are bringing forth what this community and this world needs. This is not the time to hide. Please repeat that with me. This is not the time to hide. Do not hide who you are. Do not hide your truth. Do not hide the divine being that you are. You are the one we've been praying for. You are the one that this world has been waiting for. That is why community is so important. That we all show up in our authenticity so that all of us are transformed. All of us are transformed spiritually by you being authentic. I have admired the courage over the years of those who have stepped genuinely into who they are. And it has emboldened me to be authentic and be all that I am. Do not shrink back so that you fit in. Be all that you are so that all of us can be transformed with you. We are all interconnected. That is what the beloved community is about. Every single one here has an effect on each other. And the fact is, you have more effect on others than you could ever imagine. How many people here have ever gone to a funeral? Most of us. And typically, at many funerals, you will hear many wonderful things about the person who passed. Often said by people who, this person touched my life in this way and in this way. I've heard of a few instances where people have had their funeral before they died. So that they could hear what everyone had to say. Why wait till the person is gone? We are here to support, to love, to encourage one another, to speak that word of encouragement to each other's heart. We are here to build one another up. The world at times can be a very scary place. It can be a difficult place. It can be stressful. We are here to create a new vision of what the world is, to see it as it is, to see that this is a place where God is, to see that everywhere we are, God is, that in every situation, yes, in every situation, God is. Breathe into that. Every single situation. So today we're celebrating community. There are people who have decided to become governing members. We have a group of 10 people this morning who are becoming governing members. Governing members are people who are committed to the four yeses of supporting this church financially as they're able to do their part, to engage in deepening their spiritual life by engaging in classes, small group ministries in this church. They have said yes to doing sacred service in this community and or the larger community. And they have said yes to praying for this spiritual community. This is not being exclusive. This is about giving meaning to membership. I'm going to say something, I do not mean it harshly, but I'm speaking in candor. Churches don't need members who do nothing. Churches have lots of people like that. And I don't mean this one. We want membership to have meaning. We want membership to mean something. That is, that we are part of this beloved community. We're supporting it in what way we can. You may be online. You may be living here in Honolulu. You may be living on the mainland. You may be living in another country. But you are part of this beloved community, whether you become a member or not. But the fact is, for this to work, we all need to engage. It's about creating the beloved community. So that's why we have governing membership. It's called that so that people, what our membership system is about, having a seamless movement from newcomer all the way up into having a sense of ownership and leadership in this church. Those who are becoming governing members have engaged with this community. This community is important to them. They participate in what ways they can. They are supporting in what ways they can. Some of them are helping to lead groups and classes here. Some of them are becoming prayer chaplains this morning. Some of them are doing things on our grounds and engaging with our sacred community. Wherever these people are, they are touching our lives and making a positive difference. Same with the prayer chaplains. We're going to bring in a prayer chaplain group today. And these are people who have trained and committed themselves to knowing the truth with us. Let me tell you about a prayer chaplain. I mentioned her before. Her name was CJ. I met with CJ. I was struggling with my life direction. I was working as a hospital chaplain, but I had some yearnings, some drawings. Is everybody okay?
Everything's fine.
Okay. Everyone's looking out this way, so I wonder.
Everyone says check, and it's good.
All right, good. Okay, thank you. So I had some longings, some yearnings regarding, do I go back as a pastor of a church? Do I want to do that again? Praying with that prayer chaplain is part of how I'm here today. Prayer chaplains aren't here to just fluff up your aura. They are here to help you to know the truth of your being. If you're willing to know it, they're here to help you make transformation, to see the truth. Because the problem is sometimes we get locked in illusion. They're here to help you to know the truth. This is a wonderful, beloved community. I am convinced that the world is longing for community like this. I'm convinced of it. And our community is what we make of it. We are the ones who make the difference. I would suggest that instead of saying, I wish somebody would do da-da-da or da-da-da, this is a phrase that when I was going to Unity of Wichita, the minister there who made me the associate minister would always say this: if it comes to you, it's yours to do. I can't tell you how many times people have come up to me with fantastic ideas. And they've sometimes even said, I just had to get it off my chest and give it to someone else so I can kind of forget about it. I'm like, no. If it comes to you, it's yours to do. And obviously, in the context of doing things in a way that is healthy and helpful for all the beloved community. But this community is what you make of it. I think about the passage, again, from Jesus, where, it was after the resurrection. The disciples, Mary Magdalene, didn't want Jesus to go. Wow, we got Jesus back. Jesus said, if I do not go, the Spirit cannot come. And I've wondered, what does that mean? I believe that they had relied so much on the visual, physical presence of Jesus that they were not able to fully embody the power of Spirit and the power of their own community until he left. Instead of relying on someone else, I believe the Holy Spirit is leading you and guiding you into what you are to do in your life. We are here to be a healing center. We do have a healing center down here, an excellent one. And our beloved community is a healing center. I've talked to people who've been healed physically, emotionally, spiritually here. People are growing and being healed through classes like the Joe Dispenza group. They've come to me and talked to me about how that has touched their lives. People have been healed and touched by being part of the We Space group and learning to have a mystical connection with one another and with the world. People have been transformed and changed their lives by the Bhagavad Gita class. Other classes that people have come to about looking at the 12 powers, which, by the way, we had our first meeting of folks with faith yesterday. We had a good group of people who came together, talked about our experiences, sexual identity, gender expression, how it intersects with our faith, how it intersects with our lives, giving support to one another. It was transformative. It was powerful to have that kind of support in a world that doesn't always feel supportive. The classes, the groups that we offer here are transformative. They can change your life if you will engage with them. And like I said, in the Folks with Faith group, we're using the 12 powers. So every month we will engage with a different power and how that relates to our lives and how we're living out our lives. We're doing powerful things here. So we're celebrating our community. Next Sunday, after the Sunday service, we will have our annual meeting. I want us to know this is all about us. It's not just about a few. It's about all of us engaging. So I want to first celebrate, and Johanna, if you could help me, I want to first celebrate the new people who are coming in. I haven't put those in any particular order because I know that you're good at doing that. And if we could show the list of those who are becoming governing members, and some of you are online, some of you are here in person. Spencer and Kajal Ford. Spencer is an executive with Meta. They're newcomers. We're happy for Spencer and Kajal being with us. They're already serving on committees and volunteering and helping. Christy Brandt, if you would come forward. Yeah, come on up. Yes. Christy and Charlie head up our INA team who take care of these grounds and who are helping to make our grounds better and better and more beautiful. They commit themselves to many things. I just want to say, Christy, I don't have your permission to share this.
No, please, you do.
Okay,
You do,
good.
because all I am is because of you and unity.
Wow, thank you. I don't know if you all could hear that. Do we have a mic? Could you say that? Because not everyone could hear that. It's on.
I'm not quite sure what he is going to share, but all that I am today and who I am is all because of unity.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, Christy. So Christy, when I approached her about becoming a governing member, said, yes, I am who I am. Because of your ministry, because of this community, because of the teachings of this church. And she said, after I've served my first year, this is the part that I hadn't asked you. After I've served my first year, I'd be interested in running for the board. Just saying. Okay, that was the part I hadn't asked you. Okay, the list again. Jerome Berlinger. Good to have Jerome. Jerome supports us in so many ways in terms of supporting our classes, engaging in our classes, helped with Toys for Tots this last Christmas, has ideas about ways that we can reach out into the community, the wider community, and engage with them. Okay, next on the list is Carol Westerman. I don't think I've seen her yet today. Joe Kamai Byrne. Joe? Here you are. All right. Come on up. And could I go ahead and see that list? And I'll call the rest of the people up here. Anya Vohiri is watching online. Catherine Fales, if you would come up. Kelly Jackson and Danny Bowman, if you would come up. Joe has been a Sunday school teacher for us, has worked with our youth, helps with groups, and brings a healing and a love to this beloved community. I need the list up, please. I'm using that list. Thank you. And Anya Vohiri, some of you don't know Anya. She watches every Sunday. She comes when she can. She'll be here next Sunday. She's going to try to be. Anya Vohiri is from Liberia, Africa. Anya Vohiri was the person that was named to be in charge of the Environmental Protection Agency for Liberia. Anya has done amazing things in our world. Several times has spoken at the UN. So Anya does a lot of things to build this beloved community and beyond. Okay? Catherine Fales, who, in the seat in front of you, you see all these wonderful materials. Catherine comes in every Sunday and does that. Catherine helps support groups and services. and has done so many things here. All right. Kelly Jackson, there you are, is going to be one of our new prayer chaplains and is helping to lead the We Space group and is leading and providing her gifts, very special gifts in numerous ways. And Danny Bowman, who is also becoming a prayer chaplain, brings a lot of expertise, prayer consciousness. And so I just want to say that all of these wonderful people are stepping up into leadership in our community. And if you wish to become a member, please let me know. But I want us to do a blessing of these wonderful people. If you would extend your hands, and please repeat after me. We know who you really are.
We know who you really are.
You are the beloved of God.
You are the beloved of God.
Your gifts, your spirit, your love permeates this community. We love you. We bless you. And we welcome you as governing members. Let's give them some love. Thank you. Thank you. And those of you who are becoming prayer chaplains, you can stay seated up here at the front. And we're going to do the prayer chaplains now. Yeah. So, prayer chaplains. I need the prayer chaplain list. There we go. So, some of these are from Windward. The ones from Windward are Reverend Sue Choi, Rosemary Scavuso, Butch Adams, Gloria Hunter. Rosemary, I'm sorry if I butchered your last name a little bit. And in this community, and we're a united group of prayer chaplains, we have Catherine Burton, Juliet Carlson, Catherine Kane, Rosalie Kaiser, Kelly Jackson, Danny Bowman, Reverend Geo Downer, Reverend Margie Hyatt, Cindy Hensley, Lisa Harrell, Larry Harrell. Those of you who are becoming part of our prayer chaplain group, if you would come on up, please come up at this time. These people do amazing work, and they help hold the consciousness for all of our community. So I want to say to all of you, thank you for your service. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for holding the high watch when sometimes we may go low. Thank you for knowing the truth of our being and calling it forth. Thank you for aligning us with the presence of God. Thank you for aligning us to who we really are and who we are here to be. Thank you. As we extend our hands to this prayer chaplain group and those online that are watching, repeat after me. We bless you. We honor your commitment and gifts. We give thanks to God for you. We love you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ as you. And so it is. Amen. Let's give them some love. Thank you. Thank you. And so at this time, we're going to have some music, and then I'm going to kind of wrap up this message. This is all about creating the beloved community.
We want you to sing this with us.
We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we will live in harmony, and peace will come, 'cause we are one.
And so just know that whatever your gifts, whoever you are, wherever you come from, whatever your sexual orientation, your gender identification, whatever your ethnicity, your language of origin, no matter who you are or what you are the presence of God in action. That is who you are. Whether you become a member or not, you are part of this beloved community. Those of you online, those of you here in person, and you make a difference in our world. We want to thank you for being the beloved community. Give yourselves a hand. At this time, we will prepare for our meditation. And so I invite you to take a deep breath. If you wish, relax your eyes or close your eyes. I invite you to think about how the beloved community has made a difference in your life. It could be other communities that you are part of or still a part of. And this beloved community, Unity Church of Hawaii, how has this community made a difference in your life? In what ways have Unity teachings changed your life? In what ways have the community of these people changed your life? Can we just hold gratitude for this beloved community of which we are a part as we go into the silence? We give thanks for this time together. We give thanks for the love that we are. We give thanks for this beloved community that we belong with. We give thanks. And so it is.